Hey guys, welcome to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuchsa with Foot Title Group. I want to talk to you about something super serious today. Usually we come together and I talk to you about all different kinds of things that affect real estate, closings, mortgages, how the process works, things you need to know, things that may be going on. This is something that is happening every single day, many times a day, and it does not affect your ownership. What it does is affect you before you can even get to that point. We're seeing it happen every day. We're hearing about it every day. And as soon as we collectively in the real estate community are getting smarter, we think, and taking care of some of this, they find a new way to do it. So let's talk about cybercrime for a minute. You may think that this has nothing to do with buying or selling your new home, but it does. It has more to do with that than it does probably in any other industry right now. And the reason is because there's so much funds that are crossing through different channels with respect to buying that new home. And because of that, the cyber criminals have decided that this is a very lucrative place to try to get into. Now, here's what I want to tell you. If you're buying or selling a home and someone asks you to send money somewhere by a wire, most title companies, 90% of them, are requiring wires now. And this is because so many different instances of hacking bank checks and providing fraudulent bank checks that title companies are just at way too much risk, because they take in all the funds for closing and then they pay everybody out all the closing funds. But because all the funds come to them from the mortgage company, the money that you're borrowing on your mortgage, the money that you need to bring to closing, maybe if the seller needs to bring any money to closing, they're the ones who take in all of these funds. And because of that, there's a opportunity that the cyber criminals are looking at, saying, wow, we need to monitor and get in the middle of all of this communication going back and forth between mortgage companies, real estate companies, and title companies. And what's happening is they're intercepting information that's coming into the title company, and because of it, they are providing false information to consumers. And because of it, consumers are sending their money places that it doesn't belong, and they can't get it back. So first of all, let's talk about how this is happening. Hey there, Jeff. How are you today? Thanks so much for tuning in. Hi, Angela. How are you? So consumers are taking those texts, those emails, that information that they're getting, and they're relying on that as accurate information, and they're sending their money where it doesn't belong, and they can't get it back. So let's use a scenario right here. Let's say that the mortgage company is sending some instructions to the title company, and they're copying the realtor, and the title company, when they respond, 90% of title companies actually have encrypted emails. And because of those encrypted emails, as long as they're good and secure, and most of them are, the hackers can't get into what the title company is sending out. But what they can do is tag on to what the realtor or the lender is sending if those aren't encrypted. And because of that, they are able to manipulate the wording and then send information to the consumers, and making it look like they are the title company telling the consumer where and when to send their money and how much. And the consumer, without any question, is relying on this email or this text. What we're seeing now is the texting is happening. They're sending texts to the consumer, making it look like it's coming from an individual at the title company when it's not, and they're telling consumers where and how much money to send. And it's wrong, and the problem is the consumers are sending the money, and if you're that consumer, you're that buyer, you're that seller who owes that money, and someone's telling you where to send your money and it's wrong, once it's wired, it's gone. So if you have your life savings, let's say you've saved $15,000 to go to closing to buy your new house. It's your dream house. You're all excited. You're ready to go. It's moving day, and you sent your money somewhere else. That money is gone and can no longer be it can't be retrieved and can't be used for your closing. So now what are you going to do? Can you still buy your house? No, you can't. So what I'm going to tell you right now is if you are buying or selling a piece of property and you get instructions from anyone about sending money somewhere, wiring it, you need to pick up the phone and call that company that you are working with and confirm those instructions. Do not rely on a text, an email, any communication that is not physically done with someone. The problem here is they're getting intercepted and you're sending your money to the wrong place. And once you do it, it's gone. I also want to encourage realtors and lenders, particularly realtors, because you're part of the puzzle and you're giving the information out. And if you're not using encrypted email, you're using a Gmail service, a Yahoo service, a Hotmail service. Those are so easy for the cyber criminals to get into. And I'm going to honestly tell you, I am not a cyber expert, but we've seen so much of this. I've done so much research and we've talked to our computer people so much about it that this is how it's happening. And so what's happening is these fraudulent people are getting in the loop and following stuff. And once they follow it, then they are capturing all of this contact information and making false information and then sending it to the consumers. So if you're a buyer or a seller and you're being asked to send money somewhere, you need to pick up the phone and call and verify that that instruction is correct. And don't use the phone number that's in that email, in that text. Use the phone number that you were given by the real estate professional, the mortgage professional, the title people. Look them up online. Look up a phone number. Do not use a phone number that's in those texts and telephone and emails, because more than likely they're fraudulent as well. And someone's going to be on the other end of the phone sounding like they're real professional and they're really not. So verify. Do not send your money somewhere it doesn't belong. You need to take care of yourself. And realtors and lenders, if you're not using encrypted email, you need to start using it right now, because this is what's happening. It's real and people's money is gone. So I really can't stress this enough. We talk about it every single day in my team, and my girls are really on top of this. And we use encrypted email, and it is proven to not been hacked in several occasions where we've seen these loops happen. But I really want you guys to understand that you need to verify where your money's going before you send it. So there's my sermon for the morning. I'm just really passionate about taking care of you guys, and I hope this information helps. If you have questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not the expert, but I have some experts on our team that are really good and that can help us answer questions if we have them. So if you found what we talked about valuable, please, please, please hit the share button. You can't help me any more than to help the people you know get this information as well. And that is so very important. So please hit that share button. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Message me if you have questions. And if you need additional information, there's all kinds of information about this and other things about closing on our website, www.foottitlegroup.com. And if you want to make sure you don't miss out on anything, and we promise not to spam you, sign up for our email list. You'll get some good information once a month about different topics that are really hot. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I love talking to you. I appreciate you tuning in to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuchsa with Foot Title Group, where we protect your home ownership. Have a fantastic day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.